All right, welcome to the prep video for this motor. I don't know why I did this, but I just recorded everything I did to prep this motor for the LS swap. This motor has 180,000 miles that I picked up off Craigslist. Came out of not a Suburban. Oh yeah, I think it did come out of a Suburban. And basically, my goal was to completely seal this thing up. Had a couple performance parts, i.e., the timing chain, the oil pump, and I guess the exhaust manifolds. I bought some headers that I had to buy because I need block huggers, basically, if I want to fit them in my 80 series Land Cruiser. So apparently they're rated for 500 horsepower. In an ideal world, my plan is to put the motor in and make it jive with the Toyota everything: cluster, oil pressure, water temp sensor. I mean, I want everything on my dash to work like it did. Pardon me, I think I have a cold. And it's August. Who the fuck gets a cold in August? Anyway, so I guess performance-wise, I did this timing chain. I did a double roller timing chain. I went ahead and resealed basically everything. The only thing I didn't do was remove the heads. Other than that, all the seals are pretty much brand new. That little puller that you just saw there, I bought from Harbor Freight for like $7. I had to modify it a bit for it to work. I didn't spend enough time online figuring out what actual puller is the correct one to get that little sprocket off, but I just made it work. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Anyway, I actually had a little bit of trouble getting that double roller back on. I had to put two bolts on and then the third to actually make it fit. It was weird, man. I don't know what the hell happened. That's a Melling high flow, whatever they call it, high flow oil pump. I didn't put the specific O-ring in there that would have made it up to like 80 pounds of oil pressure or 60 pounds of oil pressure, because I don't need that, or whatever it was. I went with like the standard, so it is still a high flow, but it's higher than standard, but it's not like race ready, you know. And then I got a new front gasket on there. I also picked up these what would you call that? Like a seal. It's on the front timing cover right there. It was basically it's an alignment tool. So your front and I have one and I got one for the rear too. It makes it so those covers go on perfectly, and then they double as a seal installer. So you flip the tool over and you can bang in the new seal, and it works perfectly. So this is the rear of the motor, and I gotta tell you, I don't think that rear main was leaking at all. I actually think the only thing that was leaking on this motor when I bought it was the valve covers, and the water pump was leaking. I don't have that on film, but I did replace the gaskets on the water pump. The AC compressor, I actually plan on rebuilding myself. I personally rebuilt the power steering pump. I had never done that, and I don't know if I did it right, but I figured, they're actually pretty cheap to replace, but the rebuild kit was like $20. So I figured, why the hell not? I think it's actually the same for the AC compressor. I think it's super cheap. This was actually another problem that I had. The oil pan had to be replaced. We needed a lower profile one, so I got it out of an F body from like a Camaro from like 97 to 2002 or something like that. So I had to buy that oil pan, the tray, and then the oil pump also. I think the oil pump actually came with the pan. But yeah, and again, in this video, I'm not showing that I torqued everything on camera, because this video would have been probably 3 minutes longer, and you don't need to see that. So, but I did throw in a couple torque, clips, so I am. Not that I give a crap what you think, but I guess it's just to ward off some haters. Here's why I don't think I rebuilt this power steering pump correctly. I actually by hand was able to just pull the pulley off, and then I was like, oh wait, I don't think I should be able to do that. And then when I put it on the second time and actually put the pulley back on once it was bolted in, as you'll see here, it did clip right in, and then I couldn't pull it out. So on initial startup and 3-4 months, whenever this actually happens, we'll see if it lasts. As you'll see here, I put on new tensioners and a new idler pulley. So the tensioner on the AC, on the AC compressor, that's brand new for that belt, and then the tensioner for the serpentine belt is brand new too, along with the idler pulley. The alternator, I decided to stick with stock, what came with the motor, because it's quite the expense to just replace just because of aesthetics, which is why I wanted to do it in the first place. I don't know if it's proper to slam on a front harmonic balancer like that, but that's how I did it. And then I tightened it with the impact. You just saw me put the steam lines back on, and then the intake. Again, everything is torque to spec, and whether you believe it or not, I don't care. Obviously I'm missing a lot of stuff. I don't even have the throttle body on in this video. But I just wanted to get this video out. I'm tired of it sitting over my head. I've been doing this work for about a month. So it's just been stupid busy, but I'm happy with where I'm at. My goal is to have this motor in the Land Cruiser and running by spring of 2021. It is currently August in 2019, so I think that's an attainable goal. I just gotta stick with it. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to keep updated on this build. All right, thank you.